So it's been quite a while since I did a video, um, mostly because I've been busy rebuilding my entire life. So, and I don't know if I mentioned that the last time I did a video, but I kind of needed to really focus all the energy that I had on on my life and the structure within it before I could carry on. You know, focusing on social media and just getting stuff done. You just got to sometimes really get into the foundation of it all before all the fluff in life can come through and distract you. So um, as much as I liked doing the videos, and it really helped me with my expression or journaling, so to speak, I kind of just needed the time out, just to really get down to brass tacks when it came to the future and what it would hold for me. And it's been a really great experience. It's been incredibly powerful and incredibly overwhelming at the same time. And I found it quite liberating. Like, there have been moments where I really, really challenged what I thought that my potential was. I thought that I couldn't manage production, and when it came to clothing manufacturing, because that's what I do. In case you didn't know that, in case this is your first video, and I ended up conquering that. That title that I'd given myself, where that limitation actually that I'd given myself, like, I can't do this, I can't do that. I had overcome that quite drastically through this entire rebuilding process. It's given me a lot of confidence. It's given me a lot of freedom, but at the same time, it's limited the things that I can do. So there's been, the price that I've paid has been my creative expression, and yet my creative expression has still come through in other ways, where I've been able to design clothing from scratch instead of just copying a design, and sewing the whole design myself. I've done a lot of private client work too, as well as like the bulk stuff, and it's just been a really rewarding experience. I think that a lot of us like to limit ourselves before we actually even before we attempt to push ourselves beyond our comfort zones. And as much as I preached that in the past, I have learnt it firsthand that there's a lot to gain out of pushing yourself beyond your comfort zones. And it's just been the most insane experience. I didn't think that I could handle the pressure, and yet the industry that I work in is all about the pressure, and it is something that has always fueled me. That extra pressure, that drive, that rush, that adrenaline rush that comes from pushing yourself harder to keep going and juggling lots of balls. But at the same time, I didn't think that I was capable of pushing myself the way I did. And I think sometimes you just need the right motivation. In my case, my motivation was self-preservation. There are certain people involved in the business that cannot possibly let down, because if I did let them down, then it would cost them their homes. So there's that pressure on you. It's not a case of disappointing people. It's a case of, like, you literally can't you can't stuff around when it comes to costings. You can't stuff around when you can't get lazy and go, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Like, it's been that kind of pressure. And I think sometimes you just need the right motivation to get yourself through. And it makes you realize, I know it's not a life or death situation in a lot of ways. Like, I could have just gone and got a job, but it has been a lot about survival. And it makes you realize that the human spirit can survive anything if it truly wants to live. Um, and I mean, I wasn't living in a gutter or anything. I have a lot of people who supported me, but at the same time, it is really only a black or white situation. You're either a victim or you're a survivor, and in life, that is your choice. And if you choose to be a victim, then you won't ever get out of it. Well, I mean, it's not that you won't ever get out of it, but if that's your choice, that's all you're ever going to be. But if you choose to be a survivor, then you'll do whatever you have to survive and to progress and to evolve. For me, that evolution is a very important part of my day to day. I'm always questioning why I'm feeling a certain way or why something's happening. It drives my boyfriend mad, but it is really like about that self-reflection and that self-awareness, so that you're continuously growing and learning from things and understanding things, because understanding is how you learn. I know I'm getting to the point quite late in this video, but it's taking me a bit of time to warm up again with these video journals. So yeah, I think for this one, that's pretty much it. It's don't be a victim, and life, as much as it has a lot of grey in it, sometimes it is just black and white. And if you want to live, then that's what you got to do. You got to live. There's no room for victimhood when you want to live. So good luck on your journey.